The Edsel Ranger is a name that resonates deeply within the annals of automotive history, evoking a narrative that is as much about ambition and innovation as it is about caution and introspection. Introduced by the Ford Motor Company during the late 1950s, the Edsel Ranger was part of a wider endeavor to reshape the mid-range automobile market landscape. Despite being equipped with innovative features and a bold design, the Ranger struggled to capture the public's imagination, ultimately becoming an emblematic case study in commercial misfortune. The story of the Edsel Ranger is multifaceted, involving a blend of economic factors, consumer psychology, and brand strategy that offers invaluable lessons for businesses across industries. The conception of the Edsel Ranger took place during a period marked by optimism and robust economic growth in the United States. The post-World War II era ushered in an age of prosperity, with the American middle class expanding and becoming a dominant force in consumer markets. Automobiles were not just a mode of transportation. They were a symbol of status, freedom, and modernity. Ford, already a stalwart in the industry with its successful Ford and Mercury lines, saw an opportunity to create a new mark that would fill the perceived gap between these two brands. Named after Edsel Ford, son of the company's founder Henry Ford, the Edsel line was envisioned as a revolutionary brand that would attract upwardly mobile customers seeking advanced features and modern aesthetics. The development of the Edsel involved significant financial investment, with Ford allocating an estimated $250 million to the project, an enormous sum at the time. This investment was not just in the vehicle's engineering and production, but also in a comprehensive marketing campaign that promised consumers an unprecedented automotive experience. However, the ambitious launch of the Edsel Ranger in September 1957 was marred by a confluence of unfortunate circumstances. The timing of the launch coincided with an economic recession in the United States, which naturally dampened consumer enthusiasm for new car purchases. Additionally, the market was becoming increasingly competitive, with other manufacturers also introducing new models that vied for consumer attention. The expectations set by Ford's marketing were sky high, leading to a level of anticipation that would have been challenging to meet under any circumstances. Undoubtedly, one of the most striking aspects of the Edsel Ranger was its design. Ford wanted the Edsel brand to stand out, and this was reflected in the car's distinctive styling. The most recognizable feature was its unique horse-collar grille design, which was intended to be a bold statement but ended up being polarizing among consumers and critics alike. The grille was designed to be an instantly recognizable feature that set the Edsel apart from its contemporaries, but its unusual appearance was often described in less flattering terms, and it quickly became a focal point of criticism. Beyond its exterior, the Edsel Ranger incorporated several innovative features that were intended to encapsulate the spirit of forward-thinking automotive design. One of the most notable innovations was the Teletouch push-button transmission system. This feature allowed drivers to change gears by pressing buttons located in the center of the steering wheel, a futuristic concept at the time. However, while innovative, the Teletouch system was prone to malfunctions and was seen by many as an overcomplicated solution to a simple problem. Under the hood, the Edsel Ranger was powered by a robust overhead valve V8 engine, which promised impressive performance. The car was also equipped with various luxury options that could be customized according to consumer preferences, such as power steering, power brakes, and a range of aesthetic accessories. These features were designed to appeal to an audience that was becoming increasingly sophisticated and desirous of modern conveniences. Despite these advancements, the Edsel Ranger's design and features often proved to be too avant-garde for the mainstream market. The American consumer of the late 1950s was still relatively conservative in automotive tastes, and many of the Edsel's design elements were perceived as overly flashy or unnecessary. This disconnect between the Edsel's futuristic vision and the consumer's traditional preferences played a significant role in its market struggles. The Edsel Ranger's introduction to the market was met with tepid reception. The economic context of the late 1950s was one of the significant hurdles. As the U.S. economy slipped into a downturn, consumer spending tightened, and big-ticket items like new cars were among the first casualties of reduced discretionary spending. In such a climate, the Edsel Ranger's higher price point compared to its competitors became a significant disadvantage. Furthermore, Ford's marketing campaign, which had created unprecedented anticipation for the Edsel brand, inadvertently set the stage for disappointment. The campaign had painted the Edsel as a revolutionary product, but when consumers encountered the vehicle in showrooms, they found a car that, while innovative in certain respects, did not live up to the inflated expectations. The combination of stylistic choices that were not universally appreciated and features that were seen as gimmicky rather than practical meant that prospective buyers often walked away unconvinced. Quality control issues further exacerbated the Ranger's troubles. The rush to bring the Edsel to market led to lapses in manufacturing standards, resulting in cars that were prone to mechanical failures and defects. Stories of Edsels breaking down during test drives or soon after purchase quickly spread, tarnishing the brand's reputation. In an era where word of mouth was a powerful influencer of consumer behavior, such negative experiences were damaging. Another critical factor in the commercial failure of the Edsel Ranger was the lack of a clear brand identity. Positioned awkwardly between the Ford and Mercury lines, the Edsel struggled to define its niche. Ford's overall strategy with the Edsel brand was to fill market gaps and create a new tier within its product lineup. Still, the execution was flawed, and consumers were left confused about what the Edsel represented. Was it a luxury model? Was it affordable enough to be considered a mass-market vehicle? This ambiguity in brand positioning made it difficult for the Edsel Ranger to establish a loyal customer base. The Edsel Ranger's production was short-lived, lasting only from 1958 to 1960. During this time, it became increasingly clear that the Edsel brand was not viable. In total, only around 118,000 Edsels were sold, and the anticipated market impact never materialized. Ford decided to pull the plug on the Edsel project, absorbing substantial financial losses but gaining crucial insights from the experience. For Ford, the Edsel Ranger was not just a commercial failure, but a valuable lesson in the complexities of automotive marketing and consumer dynamics. The experience highlighted the importance of aligning product innovation with consumer readiness and underscored the risks of overhyping a product. In the years following the Edsel's demise, Ford and other automakers would adopt more measured approaches to new model introductions, emphasizing incremental innovation and consumer feedback. Despite its failure in the marketplace, the Edsel Ranger has since gained a cult following among collectors and automotive historians. Its distinctive design, combined with its storied history, makes it a sought-after piece for car enthusiasts, who view it as a symbol of ambition and a testament to an era of bold experimentation in the automotive industry. The Edsel Ranger serves as a poignant lesson in automotive history, illustrating the complexities of market dynamics and consumer expectations. While it failed to achieve commercial success, the Ranger remains a fascinating relic of mid-20th century innovation, cherished by collectors and historians alike. Its story is a reminder that in the world of business, even the most well-funded and well-intentioned projects can falter if they fail to resonate with their intended audience. The Edsel Ranger's legacy endures, sparked by its bold vision and tempered by the lessons learned from its missteps.